On March 10th of this year, Dr. Barry Austin Goodfield presented his profiles of America's new president and his cabinet members. The audience was a select group of paid attendees in Scottsdale, Arizona. Goodfield is an internationally renowned psychologist and profiler. Let's listen in.
Back there. It's a packed crowd. Obviously, the topic and our speaker is packing the crowd here today, which is probably the biggest crowd we've had, and I don't know when. So
maybe some of you remember in 2015, I made these remarks. This is what I said Donald Trump would do. So far, I think it's spot on. And it was, I must say that it wasn't complicated at all. This guy's very, very straightforward. I think you must have a feeling that there's a credibility between what he says and what he does. You may or may not like it, but there's a there with Trump. And what I'm going to try to do is peel back, open up, and take a look at what goes on inside the head of a man who has captured the imagination of our country, and he has. People are on the street hating him. They're out in droves loving him. It's just an amazing thing. It is important for us to understand what's going on, because this is different. This is different. What's going on now is not the same as other presidential experiences. It's just not. It's different in the sense that we got a renegade in there. I'm wearing a little button here. It's just a bull moose. I don't know whether that's a clue for any of you. About the election, and of course it's really true. Are they crazy? And the answer is you're damn right. You've got to be out of your mind. You've got to be out of your mind to run for the White House, and you're even more out of your mind when you get in. This man is convinced. Trust me, this is so, but you know this, of course. This guy knows that he knows the truth. He really knows that he knows the truth. Now, you can take that any way you want. Now, a guy I used to know by the name of Eric Hoffer used to call these people true believers. Is this guy a true believer? Of course he is. You can't do the things that he does, think the things he thinks, and reverse his positions as quickly as he does, and not believe that the truth is coming inside, and it's your truth, and it is your job to tell the world. He's impulsive. He's got what we call two-valued orientation: right, wrong, good, bad, black, white, up, down, their way, the right way. And he's convinced of that. He's very convinced that he has the truth. Now, the problem is that there's a bunch of folks that voted a different way, and they don't believe that he has the truth. But what they do believe is that he's dangerous. Some people believe this guy's dangerous. Can you imagine? His history of success and his narcissistic personality disorder, if you really want to get technical. I mean, come on. Is this an accusation that a guy like this is narcissistic? Name one person who becomes president or a senator or gets way up there on some level that he doesn't have some level of narcissism. It ain't bad. It's just obvious with this guy. He's very, very obvious. He shows what he feels, and he feels what he says. Huh? We whisper things in our own ear. We tell the truth as we see it, as we hear it, as we feel it. Is that a lie? Or is it just part of the organization of our personality? To me, it's this man trying to figure out how to go forward in life in a way that makes some sort of sense. He is his own best counsel and his own worst counsel. But be sure of one thing: he is his own counsel. And that's really an important issue as we look at this man and his unconscious process. So when we start to look at him and we start to think about him, if you really want to know what he's about loyalty and friendship. If you're a friend, then the question becomes, look, do you remember in '91 when Bill Clinton said, "We're going to make America great again"? He said that in '91. Well, I think that Donald Trump fished around and found a good line, and he did. Because that's what he believes. He believes that his job is to make America great again, to do something about it. He's convinced that this is so. So he sees the way to make America great again, as he is the savior of the common working man and woman. On some level, he believes that his destiny is to save America. He believes that a strong elite team, and my God, I have profiled the entire cabinet. There's some folks there with some serious juice. I need you to know that. I mean, when you look at these generals, when you look at the guy who's a commander, oh, he's just a commander. But at the moment, he was commander of SEAL Team 6. Come on. What are the signs of the White House, did I say that maturing? Maturation, growing up? Well, when there's less of a need for him to go and seek a weekly audience, you will remember the first week in the White House, pretty rough stuff, for sure. Jump on that big jet, fly on down to Florida, stand in front of those people that love you and say, I'm here and I'm out to do it. And all those guys back where I just came from right now are probably working against us. But I'm coming back. I'll be back, and I'll come back here. And then the following week, after that happened, he went away again. And this time, he's supporting himself more and more by the adulation of the crowd, the audience. When he has less need to rely on Steve Bannon, things are going to be better. I don't know how you feel about him, but I got some serious reservations about this guy. He loves to be loved. He needs to be loved. He wants to be loved. He expects to be loved. Polls, people, and staff reinforce his reality and his awareness of how well he's doing. If the base starts to say to him, this is wrong, we don't like it, we don't believe in what you're doing, if they start to say that, that's negative reinforcement. He's going to start to pull back more in line to keep himself in that place where he has the same feeling when he goes to Florida and the crowds are there. Reinforcement theory is the key to his success. His success is predicated on his ability to intuitively read people and their needs. He is a genius at it. We've had few people in the White House that have ever been that able to read folks that well and to manage them. I mean, come on, this is the guy who says you're fired, but he also says on certain levels, you're hired. If we can reinforce the idea of being presidential. Do you remember 82%, sir? That's the response you got when you gave your speech to the Congress. 82% of the people said, Donald, you're presidential. How many people do we, think back in your lifetime. How many people that they spoke to Congress that you saw as president? That anybody mentioned about whether he was presidential or not? You don't mention that. I mean, you assume that if he's president, he's presidential. For him, we say, do this more. Do this more. Become the president. We want that. We want to support your ideas. We want to support your position. We want to support your approach. Be presidential, and it'll be all right. Please note, Democratic pitfall. I got this in Moscow one time. It's mink and it's lovely, and I don't wear it a lot around here, but I thought, you know what? Today's the day to drag it out because this is really an issue. It's about the pitfall. Now, as long as they keep wiggling and pointing this up, more and more people are going to say, the media, of course, will love that and will reinforce it and demand investigations and all this other kinds of stuff like that. And you know what? Stop. Knock it off. Come on, good grief. You can read. Take a look at it. This is Donald Trump, right? You agree that's Donald Trump or not?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that remark. And there's Teddy Roosevelt. They said the same damn thing about him. And by the way, did you know, upon his elevation to the presidency, he rode his horse into the White House? How do you explain his thought process? Well, it's simple. I will explain his thought process.
Is that Drano?
Damn right it's Drano. Drano does a good job. Now let's look, for example, what it is you do when you need Drano, all right? First of all, we've all used something like this or something like it. We use this because something that normally circulates is blocked. And you want to unblock something that should normally circulate. The question becomes then, how does the Drano relate to his desire to drain the swamps? So he wants to Drano the swamps, actually is what he wants to do, really. Here's how it goes. First, you have danger. If you want to sell Drano, here's how you do it. You scare the crap out of somebody. Germs so close to where you prepare food. You love your family, right? Look at those things. And cut away somebody's animating. Look at all these things that are just trying to get your children and you and destroy your life. All that bacteria. And then the next thing, and so that of course is the problem that the frightened housewife has got, and then that's America, by the way. So we're scared to death about what could happen. That's all the stuff about those damn Democrats. That's all the stuff about that damn media, all them liars. Okay, and then the need to be saved. And that's where those ugly germs are. And that's where we call them Democrats, we call it the media. And then the next thing is, I'm the solution. I'm here. It's a tough job with a good team. I'll fix this. I am your solution. You've heard him say it, maybe, or not. Did you hear him the time he said, I am the solution? Yeah. Of course. Does he believe it? Excuse me. I am the solution. And what is in that Drano ad, if you'll recall, is a strong white male. And those are Trump's strategies, all right? Now the next thing is, the germs are gone now. All of a sudden, the germs are gone. We're standing back, we're seeing the housewife, she's happy, she's alive, her children may be by her side, she's still got the what do you call it, the thing on for cooking? I always forget. Apron, thanks very much. She's still got the apron on, and she's happy and free now, it's okay. And he's standing back. Next time they come around, give me a call, baby. So, he's saying that, and what he's done is he has rescued the happy housewife, and we call that making America great again. This man is our president. And I hope that all of you feel the same way I do. I wish him all the luck, all the support, and anything that can be done to make not just America great again, but to unite us because we're divided. You know, a lot of people have a lot of investment in dividing people and keeping us divided. United we stand, huh? You know the line. And divided we fall. If America is ever going to be great again, what it's got to do to be great is to realize that everybody is an American who's here. And they all have the same rights, the same possibilities, the same responsibilities, and the same hopeful goal to live in a country that we call free, and we call the United States of America. I'll be taking questions in a minute. Thanks very much.
For more information about Dr. Goodfield and his patented method for seeing the involuntary disclosures of the unconscious mind, see www.goodfieldinstitute.com.